Hey, 7th grade, we are jumping into something a little bit different now that we have some of our properties of operations. So today we are going to be writing algebraic equations. We aren't even going to solve them today, but we're taking word problems and writing out equations. So take a little bit of time to pause your video and write down the goals and the vocabulary. So our first goal is to be able to use a variable to represent an unknown value. And that's usually going to be a letter like X or Y. And then our second goal is to write an equation when given necessary information. So there aren't going to be many hidden values or any tricks today. You're just going to get a word problem and you're going to write out an equation that you could use to solve it. Some important vocabulary, an equation. So that's something we use all the time, but we don't think about what it is. So an equation is a mathematical statement in which two expressions are equal. So there's an equal sign in the middle, and the expression on the left and the expression on the right are equal. That's why there's an equal sign. And a variable, that is a letter or symbol used to represent an unknown value. So usually the variable represents the answer we're trying to find. Okay, let's get to some examples. I'm going to show you how to walk through these. So number one, for his birthday, Zach and three friends went to a movie. They each got a ticket for $12 each and the same snack from the concession stands. If Zach's mom paid $62 total, what equation could you use to determine how much each snack cost? Use the variable S to represent the cost of one snack. So I know the variable that I'm using is going to be S. And it doesn't really matter what letter we use. That's not the S I'm going to start this video with. So S equals snack. So as you are learning how to do these, we can think of tape diagrams to represent the cost of each item. And the goal of these tape diagrams is really to get rid of them. Turning tape diagrams into algebra is the main goal. So I'm going to, just as a visual, represent each person. So we could even name them, right? We have, oh, that's a box. So we have Zach. Let's name his friend Mac. And then we have Jack. And we have Lewis, because they all rhyme. Okay, so each of these people spent $12 for the ticket and however much each snack cost. So Zach spent $12 plus the cost of the snack. Mac did the same thing. Jack did the same thing. And Lewis did the same thing. So they each spend $12 on the ticket plus S, which represents the cost of the snack. And you don't need to draw the tape diagrams, but I think that may help the visual learners. So we can write this by understanding that there are four friends, and using the distributive property, we understand that each person, so we can represent with that parentheses, each person spends $12 plus the cost of the snack. So the 4 comes from the number of people, and the 12 plus S represents what each of the 4 people spent. And we know that Zach's mom paid a total of $62. So that is going to equal 62. And that is our final equation. So using this equation, we are able to figure out the cost of one snack. Don't worry about solving it. we're going to have these same type of problems tomorrow, and you'll be solving these equations. Okay, excuse me. Number 2, a family of 6 went out to dinner and each got 1 slice of pizza and a soda. Pretty crazy night. Write an equation to find the cost of each piece of pizza if each soda costs $2.50 and the total cost of the meal was $36.54. Use the variable P to represent the cost of each slice of pizza. So we can draw our boxes again. You don't have to do this, but I will. So each box represents a person. I'm not going to name them this time because I'm tired of all these great rhymes. So 6 people and variable P to represent the cost of each slice of pizza. So P, sorry, I'm dying, plus $2.50 per person. So each person is P plus 2.5. It's supposed to be a P. And we know that the total cost of the meal is equal to $36.54. So again, we can take this and say, okay, 6 people, because there's 6 people in the family, and each of them spend whatever the cost of 1 piece of pizza is, plus their $2.50 drink. So 6 people multiplied by P plus 2.5, which represents the cost that each person spends, that's going to equal a grand total of $36.54. And then it's up to them if they are going to leave a tip. So this is the final equation, and we'll be solving these tomorrow. Last example. Okay, this one is a little bit different. In fact, I think it'll be easier for you. The same family of 6 needed to rent a car for 7 days. Write an equation to calculate the cost per day to rent a car if there was a one-time $80 rental fee and a final cost of $570. Do not include the rental fee in the daily cost and use the variable C to represent the cost of each day of the car rental. So this one is a little bit different, and I'm not even going to draw boxes. We're going to focus on the one-time $80 rental fee. So a fee like this means that no matter how many days the family rents the car, they're going to have an $80 fee. So if they rented it for 30 days, $80. 2 days, $80. So that is just going to look like a plus 80 because we don't have to multiply it by the number of days. And we also know that the final cost is $570. And they rent a car for 7 days, and each day costs the same. So we're using the variable C. So it's 7 times the cost per day. And the plus 80 represents the one-time fee. So if we multiply 7 times the cost per day and then add the $80 rental fee, we get a total of $570. So that is our final equation, which number 3 is a little different than 1 and 2 because for question 2, right, each person paid $2.50 for a soda. So we had to multiply that by 6. For the rental car, the $80 fee was only once, so we add it on. Hope this video helped. If you are confused, hop on the Google Meets and I'll be able to help you. Good luck.